Hey guys! So it's tea time! My tea is brewing, it's almost ready, so yeah, I'll probably some as we go along. So today I wanted to do a question and answer video. So I asked you on Twitter and Facebook to send me some questions, and you did. Now, I got a lot of questions, but most of them were pretty much about the same topics, so I composed them into 16 questions that I'm going to answer today, which is still quite a lot, so I'm going to get right into it and start with the first question. I've done it into two categories. One is about my future and YouTube and beauty things and like that, and the second one is about hobbies and other miscellaneous things. So we're going to start with future and YouTube. So the first question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years, and do you think you will still be making videos? In 10 years I will be 29, on the verge of being 30. So yeah, I hope to be settled down by then, you know, have like a happy house and a tree and a pet, like they say in Netherlands. So yeah, and I definitely want to keep making videos. I've said this before, but as long as somebody is willing to watch, I'm willing to make them. If the situation's right and everything goes as it's supposed to, I do want to be making videos in 10 years. If you are still willing to watch me when I'm older. So yeah, second question. Are you still pursuing your professional makeup artistry? If that's a word. Lol. Okay, no. The makeup artist license that I have is kind of a backup for me. I am obviously, well, as you all know, I'm studying at university. Makeup artist is something that I think I would enjoy doing, and it's something that I can fall back on if all else fails, since, well, obviously my study is pretty useless in life. So yeah, that brings me to the next question. Yeah, I like your field of study, but what kind of profession are you studying for? So, yeah, none. Celtic languages and culture is really just for fun, I think. I mean, you can become a researcher, but that's not what I want to do with my life. There is a lot of research that can be done still in the field of Celtic studies, and there's a lot that can still be translated, but that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. So yeah, this is just something I do for fun to get a degree, and after that we will see where life takes me, so I don't really have a plan when it comes to... Okay, how did you get started in doing hairstyles, and will you try to pursue a career in it, or is it just for fun? Now, I've been doing hairstyles pretty much all my life. I started braiding my Barbie dolls when I was really small. That's how I learned to French braid, actually. On the tiny little head that had like all the hair, I did a French braid. I don't know how I did it, but yeah, I did. So I've pretty much been doing that all my life, and I really enjoy it too. But again, I don't want a career in hairstyling. If I did, I would have gone to hairdressing school, but I don't think that's for me. Okay, so what got you interested in hair and makeup tutorials? Well, that's a really long time ago. Yeah, I remember that it was Buzz. She was the first one that kind of got me into YouTube at the first place, the whole website. It was, well, really long ago. I found her on another website where you had instructions for like all different things, and I found her there, and then I really liked her tutorials. They were kind of like, well, instructions, and I found a link to her YouTube channel, so I went and checked that out, and then I found out there are more like beauty gurus like her, and that's kind of how I got into it. So yeah, it's Buzz's fault. Have you ever been recognized in public? Yes. A few times. It's weird because they know me, but I have no idea who they are, you know, but I really like meeting you guys and seeing who's on the other side of the screen, because, you know, you guys see me, but I never see you, so I really like meeting people, and I like when people come up to me. Another question was, have you ever been asked for a photo? No. It's usually just, hey, I watch your videos, or hey, I know you from YouTube, and I'm like, oh cool, and that's the end of it. So yeah, it's really not that exciting. It's just fun to see that people recognize you on the street, and usually I'm like a really awkward, socially awkward person, and really shy in real life. So yeah, you know, people come up to me like, hey, and I'm like, hi. Yeah, I'm a really shy person. I'm not good at small talk, and so usually it's just like, okay. But yeah, other than that, I really, really like meeting people, so if you ever do see me on the street, please come say hi. I'd love to meet you. We're going to move on into the hobby and miscellaneous section of the questions. So first question. What is your favorite movie? Seriously? It's The Lord of the Rings. I mean, obviously, that's like my all-time favorite holy movie thing. Yeah. Oh, another question was, what's your favorite part of Lord of the Rings? It's part 2, the Two Towers. That's my favorite. I don't know why, I just like it the best. Because the first part is a bit too introduction-ish, and the third part is really depressing, so I like the second one. And what's your favorite TV show? It's The Big Bang Theory. Yeah, you guys know I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I'm a total geeky person, and I love seeing other geeky people being geeky and geeking, if that makes any sense at all. I just love The Big Bang Theory. Yeah, that's my favorite show at the moment. What's your favorite type of sandwich? Tuna. What's your favorite melodies to play on harp, and where do you find sheet music? So my favorite melodies to play are Celtic traditional, so O'Carolan songs and just traditional Irish tunes, Welsh tunes, Breton. I really like that, and then other traditional, like English, Nordic, so like that. And I find them online since they're traditional. There's usually sheet music for them everywhere, all over the web for free, so that's convenience for me. What languages do you know? I get this one a lot. Not just here, but in other videos and stuff. Okay, so here we go. There are languages in which I am fluent, and those are English, Dutch, Slovak, and Czech. So I'm fluent in those. Those are 4. Then I understand, like, you know, you can speak to me and I will know what you're saying. That's German, French. I would say that I know Old Irish, like in the way that I know how to use it and I know how to translate it. So nobody speaks that language anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's 7 at the moment. Yeah, and of course this year I am starting on Welsh and Old Norse, so I'm really excited, and also Old English, so that's 3 more languages. My goal is 15. I started learning Japanese a while ago, but I stopped and I kind of forgot everything, so. Where do you shop for clothes? Cheap stores. H&M, New Yorker, Primark, places like that. I like to look pretty, but I don't like to spend a lot of money on it, so yeah, I'm cheap. And I buy my clothes at cheap stores. It's all about combining them. Where do you buy your costumes for fantasy fairs? At fantasy fairs. Yeah, the first time that I went, I borrowed a costume from a friend, and then I started building it from there. What's your favorite type of tea? Jasmine. I'm drinking it right now. Green tea with jasmine, yeah. Your favorite thing to cook? Risotto. Are fantasy fairs popular in the Netherlands? Yes and no, I would say. No, because it's definitely a freak thing. The vast majority of the population will go their entire life without ever knowing that anything like a fantasy community or something like that exists. It's a freak thing and very, very alternative thing. So it's definitely not normal or popular within the whole country. Compared to other countries, yes. The fantasy free kid community is larger in the Netherlands, I think, than in other countries, because we do have these really big festivals and we have quite a lot of them, and we have these bands and everything, and it's just, yeah. So in a way it is, and in another way it's not at all. Your favorite fairy tale when you were little. Now, most of you won't know this because it's a Czech princess movie from really long ago. I have no idea. I think it's like from the 60s or something. Pyšná princezna. Czech people will know what it is. It's about a princess who is really stuck up and everything, and then this guy comes along who's her gardener, and then he turns out to be the king, and she falls in love with him and she doesn't know that he's the king, and yeah, she ends up not being stuck up anymore. That's the conclusion, but I really love that movie. Oh, that's definitely my favorite. It's still my favorite. If you were an animal, what would you be? A hamster. Yeah. People have actually said that I look like a hamster before, because when I eat my sandwich, I eat like this. Like a hamster. Yeah. Okay, so those were all the questions, and I'm gonna go now because this video is getting really long. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know below what your favorite tea is, because I really like to know, because I can try out new flavors and stuff. So, yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!